Hello, fine citizens of YouTube. In this video, we're going to talk about New Jersey. Now, I've did a few videos about this topic before. We're talking about this is the guide to moving and living in the Garden State. So this is for people that are you moving to the Garden State? Are you thinking about moving there? Have you heard stories? Do you want to know what really goes on? Well, this Puerto Rican who was born in Toms River in the 80s, who's seen everything you could see, is going to tell you why you should or shouldn't live there and what goes on. Okay? So, yes, among the best public education in the country, yes. Highest property taxes in the country, yes. Okay? Keep that in mind. Now, if you're going to avoid Newark and Camden, which you should, because they're not necessarily the safest of places unless you live in the most richest street in that town, I wouldn't recommend doing it. Atlantic City, there's some decent places in Atlantic City, or the suburbs, and we'll get to suburbs later, but North Jersey is two states in one. South Jersey is two states in one. What do I mean by that? North Jersey has mountains and small towns, and then it has the New York Metro, right? South Jersey really has the suburbs, the country. And just like each of those areas is two in one, the state is two in one. North Jersey, liberal. South Jersey, pretty Republican. Now, there are areas in South Jersey that are not as Republican. Atlantic City Metro, Mays Landing, EHT, Pleasantville, Absecon. They're the liberal pocket in the Republican mass in South Jersey. So there you go. So if you're moving there, now, there are different ethnic groups, the three big ethnic groups in New Jersey: Italians, Jews, and Puerto Ricans. If you're from the middle of nowhere and you've never interacted with those type of people, that's going to be a new experience to you. Having an Italian go, "My old lady's breaking my balls." Now, if that's a little crass for you, maybe New Jersey's not the spot. Okay? And believe me, you think that's a joke? No, you'll meet them. And, Puerto Ricans talking crazy, Jews talking crazy. Now, I'm in two out of the three. And then I grew up around Jews, so I know the game completely. But that's what you're going to be dealing with. Potholes, we have a lot. Wacky Canadian geese that love to materialize in the spring and in the winter because, New Jersey has better weather than Canada. So if you can deal with that, you might want to move. Now, the wages, yeah, the wages are higher than, say, the South. Yeah, not as high as New York, not as high as LA, but higher than pretty much anywhere else. But also, housing costs are higher than anywhere else. Okay? So if you want a $1,500 two-bedroom apartment, that doesn't exist. Okay? If you want a $2,000-$3,000 two-bedroom apartment or more, and if you're wealthy, that's fine. But you're not going to find anything under $1,800 for pretty much anything. Trust me. It doesn't matter if you're in North Jersey, South Jersey, unless it's a room. You're not really going to find anything that cheap. I live one state over in Delaware. What I pay for rent, I pay $1,500 for a two-bedroom apartment. There are very few places around in this area that you're going to find that. And I live in a safe neighborhood. I don't have any issues. So it is what it is. But New Jersey housing is very expensive. Mortgages are very expensive and thus your property taxes are through your nose. Traffic. The traffic isn't as bad in South Jersey if you're, say, Atlantic City Metro, because Atlantic City isn't what it was 30 years ago. But when you get north of Toms River, and I'm warning you, when you get north of Toms River, it gets wacky. Okay? From the beginning of New Jersey to Toms River, that traffic can get wacky, especially in the summer. In the winter is a little more mild, but come Christmas time, when those malls, because New Jersey has a lot of malls, I think they have the most malls in the country. Malls are still a thing for Black Friday, at least. So, and also in Jersey, do you want to live by the water? Do you want to live in the city? If you want to live by the water, let me tell you the taxes on the houses now and the expectations to keep those houses up is very high. If you have a flood, they're going to tell you, you got to put those bitches on stilts. I have family members, they had to put their whole house on stilts. The house is 30 feet in the air. They have to take an elevator. Swear to God, they have to take an elevator from the ground to their house because they are not allowed to have their house on solid ground because of the water. Letting you know. So When you think about moving to New Jersey, there's a lot of factors to think. Do you really want to live there? Now, it is the Garden State. A lot of people don't know because they think, oh, petrochemical, the Sopranos. No. Okay. When you get south of Atlantic City, take a 30-minute drive away from Atlantic City. You could be in the woods, the Pine Barrens. You can be in some places that you would think are Mississippi. So that's the breakdown in New Jersey. You want to move there? Move there. But I warned you. I left 13 years ago. I don't regret it. I come to visit, but I would never live there again.